Yo, what's up? Um, yeah, so WrestleMania 36 review. Figure why not? I got nothing else to do. Um, I don't know if anyone's gonna even show up, but we'll try and review this. It's gonna be out of order because I'm not looking at anything. Just just talk about a whole bunch of stuff, you know. Obviously disappointing that I couldn't be there. Um, you know, definitely was looking forward to going to Tampa. Never been there. Um, but due to the circumstances, just gonna have to wait. So I'll probably go to WrestleMania next year. Never been to California. I don't know if I was gonna even go to California if I went this year because California's expensive. But since I'm not going this year, obviously that's money that I didn't spend. So I'm probably gonna be able to go to next year's. Um, After that, I don't know. Like if they did Vegas right after LA, probably wouldn't go. Uh, Even though I do want to go to Vegas, but yeah, those would be really expensive trips to do back to back. Um, but yeah, first off, the 2 night format, I think they should do this from now on. Personally, I think it'd just be a lot better. Even if like you know the shows run a little over 3 hours, I think that's fine. Um, you know, I think it's better than having one 6, 7, 8 hour show if you're including the pre-show and everything. It's better than having one of those versus doing it this way. I think they should have two shows that are roughly 3 hours, 3.5 hours each. There you go. I mean, maybe balance the shows a little bit better so that way um both shows have like an even amount of like good, more important matches. You know what I mean? I think night two though may always have like a slight edge just because it's like the final night, and it's on a Sunday night. But yeah, I would continue to do the 2 night thing, and just go from there. Cause cause it's just better. Yeah, it would suck having to pay double prices on stuff. Like double WrestleMania tickets. But I would think they would release a combo pack um, for slightly cheaper. So I think that's what a lot of people would just end up buying. They would just buy the combo pack. Um, so I think they should continue this, and I think Mania will be much better. Because it's clear that they don't want WrestleMania to be this just like a 4 hour show because they want to put all these wrestlers on it and they want to make it a big deal. So instead of it being this long, drawn out marathon where a lot of times it hurts the show a little bit just because it's really hard to pace a 6 hour show, um, this just ends up making things better, you know? Um, I enjoyed Mania a lot more in this format than if they just did all of it nonstop, you know? So yeah, we'll see if they continue it next year. I mean, so far it doesn't look like they are because they just announced 1 night, but who knows? Maybe things can change. But yeah. So night one, honestly, I think both nights were about the same, but I think I might end up giving an edge to night two just because I cared about the stuff on it more. Like I'm trying to think what was on night one. The Boneyard match, which was a lot better than I thought it would be, of course. It's hard to really call it a match, but for what it was, yeah, it was good. Um, the ladder match on that show was good. The 3 way for the tag belts, that was a really good match. Um, what else is on night one? Oh, Owens Rollins, that was also pretty good. It was more about that one spot. So like the whole match wasn't great, but it was that one spot was pretty good. With Owens diving through onto the table, or whatever. Yeah, what's up, Abel? Um, but yeah, other than that, night one was not that great. It wasn't. I don't know, but it did have some good things. But I'm trying to think what else was on night one. Um, what else was on night one? Uh, Yo, what's up? What's going on, Lil Fettuccine? I don't know. What was on night one? I don't. I'm not. I can't remember. What else was on night one? Freaking this is also a problem of having two nights for Mania. You forget what was on night one after night two happens. Uh oh yeah, Becky and Shayna. Um, Becky and Shayna. That match was just getting good, and then it just kind of ended. I didn't have a problem with the finish. Just I think the match just it kind of stopped before they were able to do much with it. So um, the women's tag match, nobody cared. It's the women's tag titles. Nobody cares. They haven't cared about that since like last year's WrestleMania. So yeah, I didn't care. Um, what else was on night one? I don't know. Oh yeah, Braun Goldberg. That was awful. That was like the worst match on the whole entire. That between both nights, that's probably the worst match. Um, and I don't know why they gave the belt to Braun. They should have just kept it on Goldberg, and then have Goldberg drop it to Roman whenever. I don't know. I don't know at this point, but whenever they can do a show in front of people, then you drop it to Roman. You know what I mean? Instead, now we gotta suffer through Braun Strowman facing anybody. Like, there's literally no matchup that Braun could have right now that I'm like, yo, I'd be interested in seeing that. I don't want to see him face Roman again. I don't. I don't want to see him face the Fiend. I don't want to see him face Daniel Bryan. Uh, I don't want to see Braun face the Big Show. I don't want to see him face Kane. I don't want to see him face Baron Corbin. I don't want to see Baron Braun face anybody. So there. I don't want to see him face anybody. So um yeah. I will likely avoid anything to do with Braun's title reign until he drops it, and then I'll watch him get beat. So you know, anything that has to do with him on SmackDown, I'll just fast forward through it. I may not even watch SmackDown Live anymore. I'm just gonna avoid anything that has to do with Braun until he drops the belt. So, if they feature him a lot, well, hey, guess I'm just not gonna watch Braun on SmackDown. So I can't stand the dude. So I'm just gonna avoid watching him, which I encourage all you people to do as well. If you don't like something, don't watch it, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do with Braun. So the only case is I'll just watch when he drops the belt. Um, but they don't have good chemistry. Abel, those matches were highly overrated. Highly overrated. Everyone, I mean, Braun and Roman, they had some okay matches, but I felt like all their matches were very overrated. Um, I didn't really like them that much at all compared to everybody else. They were they were all right. I didn't really care for them that much. So um, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I'm forgetting on night one. I think overall night one, I don't know, it was like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Like, it wasn't a bad show or anything. Like, it was pretty solid. Just I don't know. I don't know. What's up, Venom? How's it going? Um, yeah. So that was night one. Let's get into night two because that's the one I remember more. Um, But night two, Charlotte and Rhea starting the show off. This was match of the night. Like the first match, and this is match of the night. Um, they had a long match, but they told a good story. I was into it the whole match. Rhea avoiding the figure four as many times as she could. She did it like she countered that move what a few times. I don't know. She did it a lot, but then when she finally was not able to counter it, she ends up tapping. Not immediately. She struggles a little bit, but she taps, and I didn't expect Charlotte to win necessarily. I thought they were going to give it to Rhea, and ideally, would I have wanted Rhea to win the match? Yeah, I would have picked Rhea, but you know, Charlotte winning, I don't think she buried Rhea Ripley. It's not the end of the world. Um, you know, a lot of people will say, well, they did it so that they can beat AEW. I mean, maybe they did. I mean, but I don't think that's gonna work. You know what I mean? And let them try and beat AEW. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Who gives a shit? Let them try and beat AEW. Why do people get so wrapped up? Oh, they're trying to beat AEW. Why? I would hope so. I mean, like, what do people expect them to do? Like, uh, you know, sue them for trying to beat AEW. Like, am I right? Sue them, right? How dare they try and beat AEW? That's the greatest promotion in the whole entire world. I, AEW isn't for me personally. I gave him plenty of chances. I even tried watching him again recently, just because there's nothing else to do. The only guys that I kind of like in AEW, I like Wardlow. Um, Archer's not bad. There's something there, but I don't know if there's necessarily anybody I want to see him face. Um, Cody's solid, but he's a better heel. Um, Moxley's not bad, but I'm not like, wow, he's doing so much better in AEW. I don't know. He still kind of reminds me of Goofy Dean in AEW a little bit, especially with the eye patch. Like, that's something Goofy Dean would do. Like, that's, you know what I mean? So there's still elements of Dean Ambrose of him in there. Uh, but yeah, I just feel like AEW storylines specifically, they're not for me. They're not for me. I don't give a damn about the Elite. I don't care about the Elite at all. So anything involving, the Young Bucks, and, Adam Page, all that stuff. Don't care about any of that. They try and pushing these Dark Order with Brody Lee. Couldn't care less. Brody Lee never was that big of a fan, to be honest with you. Yeah, in the Wyatt family, Harper was he's probably the second best, but I never was that into him. Like, he was crazy, that kind of character. I didn't mind it, but he wasn't somebody I saw as like, yo, that guy's gonna be a main eventer. I was like, yo, that guy's gonna be a solid mid Carter at best. That's just how I've always seen Harper. So, um, but yeah, let's move on to WrestleMania again. Now AEW. At this point in time, that they don't even deserve my time right now. Their shows bore me a lot, and that's just how it is. This past week of AEW, I thought was really boring. Um, it's bad. People praise it all the time, and hey, it's for them. Cool. It's not for me. It's not for me. There's too many. I don't know. Too many. The characters. The characters are very weak in AEW. They're not good at all. Like, and I'm mainly talking about the Elite. Like, I don't like their characters at all, and they hog up a lot of the show. So, um, yeah, let me catch up on the comments a little bit. So what's match was amazing. Undertaker, yeah, the Boneyard match was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. I don't know if it was my favorite match on Mania. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I don't know. Only watched 4 episodes of AEW. Got lost after. Yes, the big wrestlers in AEW should be presented more dominant. I watched AEW from when they started. I mean, okay, so I watched. Obviously, I watched. Okay, I don't know what happened there. It just cut off my stream. So I'm back. I'm back. Let me just restart that. So I started watching AEW. Obviously, I saw Double or Nothing, and I saw like what else did I see? I saw like whatchamacallit? I saw All Out or whatever. But then like from the weekly shows, yeah, AEW is trying to take down my stream. From the weekly shows, I saw from when they started in October all the way through the end of the year. So through the end of 2019. I watched all that. I watched the first, I think, like couple weeks in the beginning of 2020, and then I just got tired. I got tired of it. Like, especially after Full Gear, that's when I felt like the product really took a nosedive, and I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I'm not enjoying it. I dread watching AEW. I'm just kind of watching it just to hope it gets better, and it wasn't getting better. So I kind of stopped watching for a bit, and then I kind of tuned in again to see the cage match between Cody and Wardlow. Then I kind of stopped again, and then I might have watched bits and pieces, and then I watched last week's or I guess this week's or whatever. Um, but yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna watch AEW when I feel like it. Um, Hopefully they get better because competition's good and all, but I can't sit through Dynamite. It's so bad in my opinion. But if you enjoy it, more power to you. But what was the best match of Mania? Both nights? I don't know, man. That's I don't know. Maybe Charlotte Rhea or the ladder match or the Boneyard match or the Firefly Funhouse match. It's probably one of those, to be honest with you. It's one of those. I don't know. I can't really pick one in particular. Um but it's one of those. Um what else? I'm gonna rewatch that Firefly Funhouse match probably after this, to be honest. That's a match I just kind of want to like digest again. I don't know, just because it was so wacky and it wasn't too long either. Like the match is what, maybe 15 minutes. Puppet Vince. So what happened after Rhea and Charlotte? Um, you gotta help me out here. I don't know. Was that Otis? No, there was something else. I don't know. We'll just talk about Otis. So Otis faced Dolph Ziggler. This is a match that really suffered from not having fans. I feel like there was a lot of matches on this show that they kind of managed on their own without a crowd. But this was a match here that would have greatly been benefited from fans. Because they definitely would have reacted to this a lot. Um, so this would have been like an even better match than it was. And it was still pretty good. But with the crowd reacting to it would have been a lot better. So Otis wins, gets the girl, they have a kiss, boom, that's it. Uh, so it would have been a lot better in a crowd, but unfortunately they couldn't do that. Black Bobby, this was nothing special to be honest. This was like on par with Corbin and Elias, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't. These were definitely the two weakest matches, along with Braun and Goldberg. Those are like the three weakest matches on the show combined. Um, what else do we have? I don't know. What else do we have? I don't know. What happened after that? Was it Edge and Orton? I don't know. Maybe it was. I think it was. I don't know. We're just gonna go with it. This match right here. I feel like there's kind of two sides to this match. In terms of, I think you either loved it or you didn't. For the most part, I think I lean more towards I liked it than I hated it. I think it had more to do with I think it just had more to do with the commentating. Like if the commentators were like a lot more lively and not like really quiet for the most part, I think it would have helped because there was a lot of dead air and like a lot of just groaning and men rubbing against each other and that was a lot of noises and dead air. So it felt longer than it was because the commentators they couldn't keep you engaged, and that's where good commentating greatly helps. For whatever reason, this is the commentating they decided to air, and it wasn't very good. Um, the commentating sucked. The match itself, it wasn't great all the way through, but especially the beginning and like the end. Um, no complaints about that. It's just a lot of the stuff in the middle felt a little bit unnecessary, and they could have cut that out. Um, the match was like what, a little over a half hour. Yeah, it could have been like 10 minutes shorter, and it probably would have felt better. But even with it being 10 minutes shorter, that commentating still probably would have sucked. So it probably still could have came across better with commentary. So like, um, yeah. I mean, I don't know if obviously a crowd being there would have helped to a degree, but I feel like they still could have done really well with no crowd, just because they're just beating the shit out of each other. So, um, but I don't know. I still thought it was. I don't think it was bad. I think it was more good than bad, for sure. It was just really long. That's all. Um, what else after that? um, Tag titles, maybe. The only noteworthy thing was that Bianca came out after the match, so I can definitely see her being with the Street Profits from now on. For at least for now, I think that's probably what they'll end up doing with her. Um, so the tag match was nothing special. What else did we get? Um, the 5-way Mobin's elimination. This was it was all right. Um, Bailey wins with assistance from Sasha, and I guess they'll feud. I guess they'll feud eventually. Who knows when? Honestly, though, at this point, I don't really care. I don't really care to see them feud. So, yeah, uh, that is what it is. What else we get? The Firefly and the Funhouse match was it was good. It was different for sure. Um, the little mind games that they were playing. I don't know. It was a big mind fuck. That's the best way to describe the match. It was a big mind fuck, reliving John Cena's past, and then the Fiend just kind of shows up and makes Cena pass out. That's it. Like Cena's life just kind of flashes before his eyes, and then he just dies. Like that's the best way to describe the match. You know what I mean? Um, so it was different. I'll give it that. I gotta watch it again though, for sure. Um, then Brock and Drew. Um, honestly, I thought it was good. I don't know. Some people said it was disappointing. I don't know. To me, I think the match was laid out about as good as you can make it without a crowd. I think if there was a crowd, maybe you could have made it go longer for sure, and kind of build up to the Drew's moment kind of deal. But since there was no crowd, you know, I mean, yeah, they could have built up to the finish a little bit more, but there's no crowd. At the end of the day, just go boom, boom, boom. It's over. You know what I mean? Uh, so they opted to go like the Lesnar Goldberg WrestleMania 33 route instead of dragging it out a little bit longer. Um, well, thanks, Jay. Thanks. Yeah, so they opted to do that instead. Drew wins. Yeah, I'm happy for Drew. Sucks. I would have been meeting him tomorrow, but I'm not meeting him tomorrow. So I'll try and meet him next year at Mania. That'll be the one VIP I'd probably try to go for. Roman, obviously, I'd love to meet Roman one day, but I don't know. His tickets would be kind of hard to get, I think. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'll definitely try and get a Drew McIntyre VIP next year, since I didn't get the chance to meet him this year. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happens from here. They were advertising Money in the Bank, but I don't like. They only have Raw taped so far, so like I don't think there's any SmackDown yet. I mean, they have NXT for like the next 2 to 3 weeks taped. But outside of that, it's like, so how are you gonna have Money in the Bank with like no other shows taped? They're gonna have to tape other shows. Um, I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't do any pay per views from here on out. I would just, if they tape some shows from that every now and then, cool. But I wouldn't do any pay per views. Like, to me, WrestleMania, like, I understand they had to do it, but I wouldn't do any of these other shows. Like, I just cancel them, to be honest. Um, Vince probably won't because he's losing money by not having, these shows. But I'd cancel them personally. But WrestleMania, I understand why you wouldn't cancel WrestleMania. You're losing too much money by canceling it. So it is what it is. But yeah, so overall, there was some good and bad on both nights. WrestleMania as a whole, I enjoyed it for the most part. I would say that. It was greatly helped by being split into 2 nights, because if this was just one night, I'd be like, I don't know. It obviously depends on match order and everything. Um, you know, but it is what it is. Uh, it wasn't bad though. It was a solid Mania. I don't. It's not gonna be like in my top 15 Manias or anything, but it's definitely not my bottom 10. So, wow, you really don't want WrestleMania to be 2 nights ever again? I don't know, man. 6 hours. I can't 6 hour main card. I can't do it. Or 5.5, whatever. Anything longer than like 4.5 hours to me is just like, it's very hard to pull off like 6 hours and pace it well. Like there's very few that manias that were that long that I was like, yo, that was pretty good. Mania 35, I think I remember liking it. Um, but like 34 wasn't that good. 34 wasn't that good. And that was pretty long. 33 was good. 32 was so. And that's gonna be the thing. Like, if you keep Mania going like one night and it's almost 6 hours, like, it's gonna be hit and miss a lot of times. You're gonna need the right formula that year for it to be good. Otherwise, it's gonna feel like, this was good, but this wasn't. This was good, but this wasn't. With it being split into two shows, it can be a solid show, I think. If they insist on having 15, 16, 17, 18 matches, then yeah, just split into 2 nights. And I think they can better pace both shows and make it so Mania can be good every year because I feel like with the way things are going, Mania is not going to always be good because of the format and how long it is. So if you keep going down this one night show that's super long, you know, one year it might be all right, the other year it's going to be okay, I don't know. Like it's going to be a mixed bag a lot of years. And I don't want Mania to be a mixed bag a lot of years. I want it to be as good as it can be. So but but Undertaker documentary, I saw a little bit of the first look. Should be good. We'll see whenever that comes out soon. 2 days is too much, especially for the live crowd. But I would say who wants to go to the stadium twice? But honestly, like who everyone's so tired by the end of it. Like everybody's so tired at WrestleMania by the end of the night, you know? Like WrestleMania 34, 33, like 32 especially. It was just so draining. Like WrestleMania is so draining now. It's like it starts out, you know, I wasn't at 35, so I can't really say, how people felt in person there, but um yeah, I think you just do 2 nights, you know, is better. Uh my wisdom is shining. Okay, thanks. You can have WrestleMania be 3 hours, but if random shit is showed on the card, it's still gonna feel like a long show. You really don't like it. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't mind, you know, cause it's just like what time is it right now? It's midnight. WrestleMania's been over for like what, an hour and a half? Like that's nice. You know what I mean? That's nice. If WrestleMania was just one night, Mania would be like ending now or maybe a little later. Like, you know what I mean? And like who wants WrestleMania to end at like fucking 12 o'clock? Like, I don't like that. Yeah, and they have 2 hour pre-shows, which is so fucking like getting to WrestleMania the last couple times, it's like, oh, it's so fun the first like little bit, you see the stage, it's cool. Pre-show, you're just kind of like, all right, let's just get on with this main card. Eventually the main card does start, and then it's like the first little bit you're like, all right, this is pretty good. And then there's like a one point in every Mania show that's like, all right, let's get to the good stuff. You know what I mean? Let's get to the good stuff. And then you finally get to the good stuff, and then it's like, okay. And then there's like another period where it's like, all right, then we gotta wait to get to more good stuff. And then it's just like it feels for like it's forever. And then something good might happen late in the show, but you don't have as much energy as you did earlier, so you don't react as well. Um, it's it's just not the same. Like WrestleMania 30 is easily the best WrestleMania I've been to because it didn't feel like it went on forever. Like that show was only what, like 4 hours? Wow, like it was easy. Takeover on New Orleans, that was what, just like a 3 hour show maybe? You know, easy. WrestleMania 33, while I did have a good time, I don't consider that like better than New Orleans Takeover or WrestleMania 30, just because the length. The length is what held that show back. Um, you know, I don't know. I'm like these long manias. I'm just not gonna consider them like better than a lot of shows because they're just so long. Like I might still enjoy them to a degree, but there's always gonna be like, well, if it was a little shorter, I would have liked that so much better. So you don't really count the pre-show. But I do count the pre-show because I'm usually just like kind of sitting there, sort of paying attention, but I'm just kind of like, all right, let's just start this fucking show already. But we're not gonna start the show yet because there's still 2 hours. You know, it doesn't feel right. I don't know. I think it would be very beneficial for all our cases. Do I feel like SummerSlam will feel like WrestleMania this year? I don't know. If it's in a stadium, maybe. If it's in a stadium, maybe. If it's just in an arena or if it's in the performance center, then nah, it's not. So I don't know. WrestleMania 20 is almost 5 years long. Is it? Is it almost five? I thought that show was only like four. I like WrestleMania 20, but I don't remember how long it was. Was it almost five? Really? I thought it was only like about four. But either way, I mean, I like. I mean, it's not impossible. Uh, I mean, it's not impossible to have like a great 5 hour show. I'm just saying it's unlikely. It's really unlikely to have great shows when they're that long, just because it's so hard to pace it. So like, once in a blue moon, you might get like a great mania that's like 5 6 hours, but you know, then some years it just might be like, well, this was good and this was good, but this was too long. Like, so, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, so I guess we're getting Raw tomorrow. Raw after Mania. Are they gonna do anything special? I don't even know what to expect. Like, are we gonna get some call ups? Like, are we gonna get anything? Like, I don't know. Um, my guess is probably not, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, we'll see. NXT should be good though with Ciampa Gargano. Uh, you got a ladder match, so yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But Mania overall was I don't know. This is probably a WrestleMania I'm not gonna really go back and watch, other than like the Boneyard match and Firefly match, and then maybe I'll watch like a few little things here and there. But this isn't one I'm gonna watch. Like this isn't one I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me pop this Mania in and watch it for a whole afternoon. I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, that's it. Um, Anything else? I don't know. I ain't got anything else to say. I think I said everything. Doesn't bother you. Shaw works. But that's the thing. Like, it doesn't most of the time. Most of the time, these 5 6 hour shows, you're left thinking, well, that could have been better. It could have been shorter. You know, it doesn't usually work out. So, I don't know. I think also, if you're going to insist on doing these 6 hour shows, start them earlier. Why the hell are you starting these shows at fucking 7 o'clock if you're gonna make him go to like, you know what I mean? And now like, okay, I understand the West Coast. It's 4 on the West Coast. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna make everybody happy, because the United Kingdom, you can't make it so it's at a decent time for them. All that stuff. I understand that, but as far as the U.S. goes, make it so it ends at a decent time. Like WrestleMania should be ending definitely by 11. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna insist on starting it, I don't know. If you're gonna have it go 5-6 hours, fucking start it at like 5 o'clock. Have that pre-show start at 3, and then have the show start at 5, and then if you want to have it go 6 hours, fuck it. At least it ends by 11. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say. And I mean, yeah, that means the pre-show starting at 12 on the West Coast, but whatever. Like, you do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? You can't have Mania be going past midnight. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, and I mean, I'm a night owl for the most part, but if I'm fucking at an arena for 8 hours, midnight, feels like a long night, Yeah, because I've been at this arena of 8 hours, you know what I mean? So I would greatly appreciate Mania's ending by 11 at the latest. You know? At the latest. What was so good about those shows, when I went to in Phoenix, is they were ending earlier because they're in Phoenix time. So it was 2 hours earlier. Um, so like shows, instead of it ending at like midnight, it ended at like 10. Instead of ending at like 11, it ended at 9. You know? Like that was great. I was like, holy shit, I got some fucking stuff to do now. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, these shows shouldn't be going that late. I don't know. They need to. Hopefully they, if they make it one night, they do that. Start it at 5. Pre-show at 3. That's the way to go. I don't think they need a 2-hour pre-show personally. I think 1 hour is plenty, but they're gonna do whatever they want to do. So, um, uh, you're okay with starting an hour early, but you rather just cut an hour off the show? Yeah, exactly. That too would be good. Started at 6, ended at 11. Boom. Fuck it, no, no, Jay. 24 hours, no. We are not doing that. No. 24 hours, hell no. That would not be good. Um, nope. That is not good. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. I don't know. I ain't got really anything else to say, to be honest. So, um, hopefully, this lockdown and all that stuff ends soon. Though, not like my life has changed all that much, to be honest. Other than the fact that I haven't gotten a haircut, which I will get. I'm not waiting another month to get a haircut. I'd shave my head before that happens. Um, cause yeah, I don't think haircut places are gonna open up until probably early to mid May at the very earliest, and I'm not waiting that long. So, I will definitely get a haircut before then. It's gonna have to be a homemade one, but we'll get one. Um, but yeah, my life hasn't changed that much. Obviously, I was gonna go on vacation, but that didn't happen. And I mean, I only go out to eat maybe like once a month, maybe twice a month. So it's not like I go out to eat all the time. I don't go out a lot, So my life isn't affected that much. It's just my vacation that I was looking forward to all year. That didn't happen. So it's like, well, now I don't have that. But uh, other than that, like my life is pretty much the same. Um, just a few things like I can't get a haircut, or you know, I can't go out to eat this one time a month. Like but other than that, my life's pretty much the same as it would be. Like so. Um, do I think WWE goes on hiatus? I thought they were, but I guess not. So I don't know. WrestleMania could be 100 hours and still covered. Oh, okay. How's it land during Corona? I don't know. I guess it's all right. So I guess it's okay. Um, people panicking, buying way too much food. Me. Am I buying any extra food? Not really. um, I'm just buying the normal amount of food that I would buy, which is I don't know what 50. I don't know, like 60, $70 a week on food. You know, so I don't know. Am I still working? Yeah, I'm on vacation this week though. Uh, Obviously this is gonna be the week I was gonna be in Tampa, and I opted to just take the vacation anyway because I haven't had a vacation since, well, like a week long vacation since like end of January, early February of last year. So I felt like, I can use the vacation. You know what I mean? You know. So I took it. I'll probably take another vacation later in the year, but I'm not gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not going anywhere. Cause like where am I gonna go? There's no wrestling trip for me to go on. So I'd take another vacation and it would just be like this. So, um, the next time I take like an actual vacation will be next year. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, I'm still working. I'm just on vacation. When we get the next Ross live stream, I don't know. Maybe later this summer. Who knows? I'll make baseball card videos in between, of course, because that's mostly what I'm gonna make videos on. Um, I don't know. I just wrestling videos. I don't know. I'll do them every now and then, though. What are my thoughts on the Cena's match? It was interesting. I gotta watch it again though. Cancel your vacation. You're probably gonna take it once and travel. I mean, I'd like to travel somewhere, but I'm not gonna. If it's not wrestling related, the only place I would go, and it's not wrestling related, would be Vegas, because I've never been to Vegas. But other than that, like, I'm not gonna go on a trip if I'm not going to a wrestling show. Like, that's just not. I don't go places just to go to places like that. You know what I mean? If I'm going to somewhere, it's got to be for like a wrestling event. And the only other thing maybe I would do is to go to Yankee Stadium, because I never went to Yankee Stadium. That would be it. Like Vegas, Yankee Stadium be the only like non wrestling things I would do. Like I wouldn't do anything else. So, um, like I don't have aspirations to go visit like France. Like I mean, if I went, cool, but it's not like a goal of mine. Like some people like, oh yeah, I really want to go climb Mount Everest, or I don't know, like some crazy stuff. I don't know. I don't mind visiting places, but I don't visit places just to visit places like that. If I go, like I'm going for wrestling, and then it just happens to be there. Like, yeah, California is a place I'd like to go, but I'm not gonna go there unless like I'm going to WrestleMania. You know what I mean? But Um, I think WWE will suffer low attendance early on. Um, I don't know, maybe. But I think couldn't you say that for like everything? Like sporting events and everything, like all shows will struggle at first because people don't want to go out. I don't know. That might happen in general, like for everything. People don't want to go out. Um, do I think we'll get baseball this year? I hope so, dude. I hope so. We need. I can't wait till freaking another year until we get baseball again. I'm not. No, that's not gonna happen. We're getting baseball. Hopefully, we're gonna get baseball in like July. Hopefully by then. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. All sports. Yeah. I think the attendance will probably. I don't know. It'll struggle a little bit. And to be honest, I think like all sporting events should be limited at first. Like there's like limited to like I don't know what's a good number to limit to like a few thousand people. Like don't let more than a few thousand people in. I don't know, and just like kind of spread them out. I don't know. Like I don't think they should be having arenas with like full jam packed amount of people in there. Like it should be like a fourth of what it should hold. Like about a fourth of the capacity. I think that's probably the smart way to go. Yeah, people don't take the situation serious. And I mean, I think a lot of us at first thought the same way, like, oh, it's just an old people thing. It's just an old people thing. And, it's definitely not just an old people thing. Are they more likely to get it? Yeah. But it's not just an old people thing. Yeah. I don't know. But I definitely think people are panicking too much. And working at a grocery store, I see that a lot. I'm like, dude, what do you need all this milk for? It's gonna go bad in like a week. You're freaking stupid, you know? Like, what do you need all this toilet paper for? You can just buy some more later, you know? you know, people are going crazy. Like they'll never be able to buy food again. Like, I can understand buying up a bunch of food and stuff. Like, if there's a really bad storm about to hit, okay, that makes sense. It's a storm. You may not leave the house for a little bit. Okay, that makes sense. A virus, though, you know what I mean? Like, are you gonna? It's not like you're never gonna leave the house. I mean, or if you don't want to leave the house, order online. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to like panic buy $500 worth of food, like, cause you don't think you're ever gonna eat again or something. Like, totally different. Like, I don't understand the whole people's thought process of buying up all this stuff. Like, if there's a bad storm coming, yeah, you're probably not gonna leave the house because you don't want to get caught in the freaking storm. But this, like, I don't understand it. I don't understand all the panic buying. Yeah. He says he wants by August. I mean, I'd take anything at this point. August, sure. Which is freaking 4 months away. That's crazy. Yeah, toilet. I mean, there's toilet paper now. Um, I don't know. There's some places where it gets scarce, but at least at my store, whenever we get it lasts at least like 4 to 6 hours. So as long as you go at a reasonable time, you'll get some. If you wait all day, you're not gonna get anything. But yeah, um, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. You go back to work Wednesday, already iffy on that, but luckily a cop will be present. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't have to anything to worry about my job. Like my job's good. You know. Yeah, yeah. I mean, for the most part, the customers are they're understanding and everything. Um, thanks. Most of the customers are understanding. There's of course a few people who are like, oh, but I got a family. I got I got this. And like they beg and they plead. Please let me get these couple extra items. And I'm like, if I let you get those couple extra items, and that means like I gotta let those people get those couple extra items. I gotta let those people get those couple extra items. Like, I don't know. Paid more? Yeah. Oh yeah. We should definitely, especially right now. It would be nice to get a little bit more. Um, yeah, doctors and nurses. I personally could never do that kind of stuff, but the people who do that, they're definitely going through the roughest of them all. You know. So. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. Customers streaming limited. Yeah. Yep. All right. Um, I mean, there's still a lot of customers coming in, but it's just not as bad as it was. Um. Yeah. But But yeah, I'm just kind of doing the same things I'm usually doing for the most part. You know, I don't know. For the person who goes out a lot, they got to be really affected by this. But since I'm pretty much I keep to myself for the most part. My life doesn't change that much. I mean, I'm still gonna go out running. You know, uh, that's not gonna stop. So, am I getting mass? What at my grocery store? Probably not. Um, we haven't had masks in forever. So, but am I gonna get a mask? Probably not. I I mean, if you really want a mask, that's fine. Me personally, I don't feel like I need a mask. I'll clean my hands. I'll wash my hands. I don't really. I don't feel like I need a mask. If I knew I was sick, yeah, I'd wear one to protect other people. And yeah, technically, I could be asymptomatic or whatever, but I, you know, I'm good. No, hey, evil. I knew somebody. I'm good. Allergies. It's just allergies. It's just the only part really left is just a cough. So like it's getting better every day. So I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, I don't really want to wear my mask. just it's not for me personally. If you want to wear one, that's fine by me. Probably don't need to wear a gas mask. I think those people are a little they're getting it to their head a little bit, you know. So those people who are like wearing the full on like hazmat suits and like full on gas mask, like I'm like, really? Um at that point it's like if you're gonna dress up like that, it's like at that point, dude, just stay the heck inside, man. Like, just stay inside. If you're that worried, just stay inside. That's what I say. Like, there's no reason to be dressing up like it's the apocalypse. You know what I mean? If you're that scared, you wouldn't even step foot outside. You wouldn't even step foot outside. That's what I say. Like, you know what I mean? Why risk it? You know? If you're that worried, why risk it? You know? Why would you just wear this full on suit if you're that worried? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think those people are ridiculous. Um, Cause like it's not like it's 1990 where like you can't order food online. Like you can just order food online. You know what I mean? If it was like the 1990s where that kind of thing didn't exist or something, then okay, I can understand. But in the day we're living in now, you can order shit off Amazon. You know what I mean? So yeah, like Dean Ambrose and yeah, like those kind of gas masks. People are getting a little crazy. But yeah, hopefully things start to get back to normal by like Mayish, slowly but surely. Hopefully by then, um, cause I wanna start getting haircuts again, and yeah, and I wanna see my wrestling shows with people in them. More than like 5 people. There's nothing to worry about. Why are you worried just because I'm coughing? It's because I'm not drinking water. I need to get water. But I'm alright. I've been talking for an hour with no water. And the fact that I have a little cough, obviously it's going to be exasperated a little bit because I haven't drank in an hour. So, I ordered food yesterday and got like curbside pickup. But yeah, I'll probably go to the grocery store again probably tomorrow. Get a few things. Not much. I'm not gonna spend $1,000. Probably just like 20. you know. But yeah, I'm gonna get some water. So I'm probably just gonna end this now. Drink some water. Watch that Firefly Funhouse match again. So yeah. I'll probably make another baseball card video again, or a card video again soon. Yeah, you can't even cough without people looking at you. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, people, if you cough, like people be like, "What? You coughed?" The allergies are really bad right now in Georgia because there's just so much pollen. Like Georgia thinks it's like freaking summer already. It's like 80 degrees, pollen everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna end this. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna drink some water. So I'll be alright. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Peace.